Welcome to our 2021 online Convocation celebration. My name is Sarah, and many of you may recognize me as your friendly neighborhood registrar's office assistant. Together with Alicia, who most of you know from our student life office as the Google search engine to all your Crandall questions, we will be your hosts for this online event.
As a university, we look forward to coming together at Convocation each year to celebrate the achievements of our students. But I am sure it is no surprise to anyone watching this year that we've had to do things a little differently because of the COVID-19 pandemic.
As hosts for this ceremony, it is our job to help guide you through this online celebration experience.
With that said, we are ready to launch our version of the 2021 online Convocation celebration. Here now is the university's president and vice chancellor, Dr. Bruce Fawcett, to give you a warm welcome.
Bonjour, bienvenue à l'Université Crandall. Welcome to Convocation Day. This is a day of great celebration, and I am pleased to welcome all of you to our virtual ceremony. This is a day that we've waited for many, many months. And while we'd obviously prefer to be meeting in person, we are grateful for both the technology and the team that allow us to celebrate together. This is something that simply wouldn't have been possible even a decade or two ago. Graduands, I and all of your faculty and staff here at Crandall are very proud of you, and we are very excited about what you've accomplished. You've worked hard, and I trust that you found your program both to be challenging, but also transformational in your life. It was 33 years ago this spring that I graduated from Crandall, and I remember when I graduated, I felt well equipped for advanced study and for life. And I also remember feeling grateful to the thousands of individuals who gave to support my education at Crandall. And I am thankful that they allowed me to achieve a private university education at public university prices. So I hope that as you graduate today, you realize that because of the investment that our employees have made in you, that you too are well positioned for a life of service and success. We are pleased to welcome not only our graduands to this ceremony, but also members of your family and your friends. I invite you all now to sit back and to enjoy this moment as we celebrate those who have achieved this great milestone in their life.
Thank you, Dr. Fawcett. I'm sure many of you would agree that we are blessed to have leadership here at Crandall that really cares about the students and the mission of the school.
Another leader we are always sure to include in our Convocation celebration is the president of the Crandall University Student Association. She will be reading our university scripture passage.
For the past 2 years, Megan Atkinson has been the president of the Crandall University Student Association. Megan is graduating from Crandall this year with a degree in business, and we are delighted to have her read the scripture passage for this Convocation ceremony.
Colossians 1, verses 15 to 23. Christ is the visible image of the invisible God. He existed before anything was created and is supreme over all creation. For through him, God created everything in the heavenly realms and on earth. He made the things we can see and the things we can't see, such as thrones, kingdoms, rulers, and authorities in the unseen world. Everything was created through him and for him. He existed before anything else, and he holds all creation together. Christ is also the head of the church, which is his body. He is the beginning, supreme over all who rise from the dead. So he is first in everything. For God, in all his fullness, was pleased to live in Christ, and through him, God reconciled everything to himself. He made peace with everything in heaven and on earth by means of Christ's blood on the cross. This includes you, who were once far away from God. You were his enemies, separated from him by your evil thoughts and actions. Yet now, he has reconciled you to himself through the death of Christ in his physical body. And as a result, he has brought you into his own presence, and you are holy and blameless as you stand before him without a single fault. But you must continue to believe this truth and stand firmly in it. Don't drift away from the assurance you received when you heard the good news. The good news has been preached all over the world, and I, Paul, have been appointed as God's servant to proclaim it.
There is no doubt that our preference would have been to hold a face-to-face convocation ceremony. But don't worry, we plan to use the best of our online experiences to capture as much of the personal celebration as possible.
Following today's ceremony, all graduates are invited for one last Teams meeting with their faculty to connect and celebrate. But before we get to that, we have received a number of congratulatory messages from our faculty. Here is the first from the Religious Studies program.
Well, graduates of Crandall University, this is your second and third, possibly your third or fourth most favorite religious studies professors, wishing you the best on this day of days.
And we are extending our most sincere congratulations. We were so happy to see you come and...
Yeah, what he said, yeah.
Congratulations. Yivareka Adonai v'yishmereka. Yair Adonai panav aleka v'kuneka. Yisa Adonai panav aleka v'yasam laka shalom. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord make his face to shine upon you and be gracious unto you. May the Lord lift up his face upon you and give to you his peace.
Each year, Crandall University welcomes a special guest to receive the Leadership Award and to also serve as the Convocation speaker. Here now is the University President, Dr. Bruce Fawcett, to introduce the recipient for this year's award.
I'm very pleased to have the opportunity to introduce Dr. Kim Phuc Phan, who's the recipient of this year's Crandall University Leadership Award and our Convocation speaker. Dr. Phan is a remarkable spokesperson, championing the power of forgiveness that can lead to peace. The Leadership Award is granted by the University Senate upon the recommendation of the President to recognize the achievement of Christian leaders in various walks of life. Kim Phuc Phan is known around the world as the girl in the picture. In 1972, at age of 9, she was immortalized in a Pulitzer Prize-winning photograph that shows her screaming and running naked down a road in Vietnam after having her clothes burned off by napalm. She became a living symbol of the atrocity of war and became the founder of Kim Foundation International. This nonprofit is dedicated to providing funds to support the work of international organizations that provide free medical assistance to children who are the victims of war and terrorism. Dr. Phan has suffered many hardships since that day in 1972, including years of painful burn therapy. But in spite of this, her spirits have remained strong. Inspired by physicians that helped her survive, she decided that she would like to become a doctor. But her pre-medical studies in Saigon were interrupted in 1982 when the Vietnamese government removed her from school and declared her to be a national symbol of the war. 4 years later, the government did permit her to continue her studies in Cuba, but health issues put an end to her dream of being a doctor. It was in these years in Cuba that Dr. Phan met her husband, Toan, and while on their way back to Havana from a honeymoon in Moscow, the couple defected to Canada during a 1-hour layover in Newfoundland. They now live near Toronto with their 2 sons, and Dr. Phan travels the world as a UNESCO Global Goodwill Ambassador for the culture of peace. Kim Phuc Phan has received 7 honorary doctoral degrees from universities in Canada, Australia, the United States, and Mexico. These degrees were granted to her for her efforts to help children and end world conflict. Among many other awards, Dr. Phan is also a recipient of the Queen's Golden Jubilee Medal, the Order of Ontario, and in 2019, she received the International Peace Prize in Dresden, Germany. She is the author of Fire Road, which has been translated into 11 languages. We welcome to our ceremony today Dr. Kim Phuc Phan.
Dear Chancellor, President, faculty, and students, I am honored and humbled to be the recipient of the Crandall University Leadership Award. I would like to thank the Dr. Bruce Fawcett and the Crandall University Convocation Committee for allowing me to have the opportunity to be the convocation speaker for the class of 2021. In the short time that I have, I would like to offer the graduates 2 important things. Of course, these 2 things have application for all of us, including the faculty and the rest of the student body. The first thing is hope. For those of you who know my story, there were many times when hope seemed lost. There were times when I was afraid to hope, worried about what would happen if I took the next step in my life. Despite the fear and the struggle, I continued to hope. I hope in God. I hope in the heart and efforts of the ones who loved me and cared for me. I hoped the fact that I was spared from death for the reason. I realized that my hope allowed me to influence others to hope. My hope and determination to fulfill my dreams and goals allowed me to help others to realize their potential. Over time, my hope caused me to become a leader because, simply put, a leader is if someone who helps others realize and achieve their dreams and goals. Graduates, I offer you hope because we have all been through a difficult time on the global scale. This pandemic has taken many lives and has affected countless others. It has affected the way we live in every area, including education. Each of you has faced these new challenges, and the fact that you are graduating is a result of you not losing hope. You have persevered and you have overcome. You have already proven that your hope is not so easily destroyed. Lastly, I give you a challenge. You may already be overwhelmed by the challenges in your life, and the last thing you need is another challenge. I must be honest and say that while my challenge is simple in principle, it can be difficult to carry out. However, I believe that rising to this challenge is possible for each of you, and it will help you overcome the other challenges in your life. The challenge is this: don't ever give up on your hope. Graduates, there will be many times when you cannot see the light at the end of the tunnel. I have been there. Don't give up hope. Instead, take the time to reassess your situation. Stop for a minute and let your hope re-energize you. Take a rest, and working on your inner person does not mean laziness, and it does not mean weakness. We all need to pause sometimes and allow our inner hope to recharge us. The pandemic certainly showed us the need for that. Realize that each obstacle does not have to be a cause for your hope to die. Instead, it can be an opportunity for your hope to become even stronger, resulting in you becoming stronger and allowing you to strengthen others. For decades, I have had the privilege to share a message of peace, forgiveness, and of course, hope to many around the world. It amazes me to think that a little girl from a small village in Vietnam would be able to do so much and even be honored for it. Once again, I am grateful to be honored with this leadership award and for this opportunity to share a few words. Thank you so much. May God bless you all.
Those who are into gardening may have heard of a method called companion planting, where placing certain plants near each other improves growth for one or both plants. Among companion plants, the marigold is one of the best since it protects many varieties of plants from pests and weeds.
When a marigold is planted beside another plant, the plant will grow strong and healthy. Marigolds exist everywhere. They're in schools and other places of work. They are the people who encourage, support, and nurture people. On behalf of the Faculty of Education, we congratulate you on your graduation.
As you celebrate this momentous occasion in your life, our prayer is that you will succeed and always strive to pay it forward by being a miracle for others. Congratulations from the Faculty of Education.
Graduates, congratulations. I want to add my recognition of your awesome accomplishments here at Crandall University, and we're just really proud of you and all that you've done. You know, I've really enjoyed going to all the graduations over the years, and it's partly because I just love celebrating your accomplishments with you, but I also get to meet your parents and your family and friends, and just want to say thank you to them for all their support that they've given you throughout these years and the way they stood behind you. Congratulations again. We're delighted for you on this special day.
Graduating from university is a huge accomplishment, representing a ton of work and persistence, all the more so for graduating during a pandemic. Congratulations on behalf of the psychology department. We're really proud of you.
We have arrived at the point in the celebration that we have all been waiting for. The end!
Sarah, we do still need to confer the degrees.
Oh yeah, we should probably do that first.
The nice part about doing an online convocation is you can just skip through right to your name and you don't have to wait for everyone to cross the stage.
This year, we are excited to welcome the voice of our Dean of International Academic Programs, Dr. Danny Brown, to read the names of each of the graduates receiving their degree.
Good day, everyone, and welcome to this historic event at Crandall University, an online convocation. It's my honor and privilege to be here for this section of the convocation. Greetings, Mr. Chancellor, Mr. Vice President, and Vice Chancellor, members of our provincial and local governments, distinguished guests, members of the University Senate, by whose authority we confer these academic credentials today, members of the academic faculty, staff, and of course, our graduands. It is my pleasure to present our graduands who have successfully completed the prescribed courses of study for their respective degrees and certificates. Mr. Chancellor, it gives me great pleasure to present to you the individuals who have successfully completed the requirements for the degree Master of Education. Cynthia Lynn Baddock, R. David Baker, Serge Bernier, Kyle Bishop, Kendra Bro, Schuyler Claire Campbell, Suzanne Marie Cathcart, Jessica Fawn Mary Chapman, Carrie Kuglin, Jennifer Elaine Cunningham, Jennifer DeWolf, Matthew Fraser Dixon, Tara Earl, Chantal Gallant, Christy Lee Garland, Beverly Ann Harrison, Joanne Christine Hart, Stephanie Danielle Hollett, Sheila Johnston, Mary Elizabeth Kennedy Fulton, Nicole Killam, Julia Lavers, Stéphane Joseph Leclerc, Nathan McDonald, Amanda McEachern, Michael Andrew McCullum, Hannah Grace McLeod, Tiffany Munn, Cody James Parsons, Zora Rad, Lindsay Reed, Guy Savoy, Jillian Alicia Smith, Jordan Catherine Grace Smith, Leanna Sue Snow, Mackenzie Gabrielle Squires, Karina F. Strohmeyer, Sally Ann Stoltz, Ashley Ward, Christine Lorraine Whalen, Ashley Wilson. Mr. Chancellor, it gives me great pleasure to present to you the individuals who have successfully completed the requirements for the degree Master of Organizational Management. Christina Adderley, Parag Anand, Gaurav Arora, Mukesh Balani, Sharon Madeline Bosch, Nathaniel Seepy, Aruna Chauhan, Pratik Devnani, Habatala Al-Safuri, Janet Marie Fogarty, Krishna Vimal Kumar Gandhi, Natasha Hunter, Pawan Joshi, Kamaldeep Kaur, Kulwinder Kaur, Manpreet Kaur, Rajandeep Kaur, Sandeep Kaur, Sarabjit Kaur, Sarbjit Kaur, Devinder Kaur, Shalahin Mahmood, Nitil Mali, Shravani Manoharan, Ifeanyi Michael Okongwu, Oluwaseyin Oludipe, Caesar Palin, Robert Pillow IV, Gaurav Prasher, Vishaka Rathore, Christine Richards, Christopher Robb, Debajoti Saha, Niraj Shah, Rakshit Sharma, King Shima, Anmol Singh, Gurdeep Singh, Gurjot Singh, Manpreet Singh, Prachi Singh, Priyanka Babria Seol, Natasha Marie Sok, Daria Vladimirovna Tower, Joella Umutoni Karabushi. Mr. Chancellor, it gives me great pleasure to present to you the individuals who have successfully completed the requirements for the degree Bachelor of Education. Celine Albanet, Emma Baker, Jenna Bateman, Alexa Blackmore, Ashley Lynn Bland, Matthew Bork, Jensen Danielle Bowser, Abby Alexandra Brander, Kristen Margaret Briggs, Timothy Brown Jackson, Logan Dwayne Bryanton, Alexander John Campbell, Amber Lee Cliff, Suzanne Cormier, Cassidy Marie Culligan, Nicole Dwaron, Christopher Dominguez, Beth Alexis Dunn, Leah Eisner, Claire Marie Flood, Lorraine Gauguin, Alana Courtney Hallahan, Kathleen Marie Hawks, Crystal Dawn Hooper, Nadine Leblanc, Sally Elizabeth Layton Nugent, Isabel Letourneau, Jared J. L. Lutz, Jennifer Jane McKay, Marcia A. Manuel, Natalie Victoria Thomas McMacken, Naomi Jewel Melanson, Veronique Melanson, Corey John Padden, Demara Pafford, Anna Parody, Beatrice Pereira, Hannah Preston, Lucas Reed, Natalie Ann Richard, Hillary Caitlin Robart, Jennifer Samuel, Nicholas Schock, Andrew Murray Skinner, Ryan Smallwood, Kathleen Lee Smith, Nicholas Tracy, Melanie Vino, Haley Tessa Warman, Natalie Wortman, Mr. Chancellor, it gives me great pleasure to present to you the individuals who have successfully completed the requirements for the degree Bachelor of Technical Education. Dylan Kenneth Blackmore, James Walls. Mr. Chancellor, it gives me great pleasure to present to you the individuals who have successfully completed the requirements for the degree Bachelor of Arts Honors. Caitlin Blackier, Madison Evelyn Ruth Holman, Jessica Dawn McCory, Mark McEwen, Rachel Sharp. Mr. Chancellor, it gives me great pleasure to present to you the individuals who have successfully completed the requirements for the degree Bachelor of Science Honors. Samantha McWilliams. Mr. Chancellor, it gives me great pleasure to present to you the individuals who have successfully completed the requirements for the degree Bachelor of Arts. Wanda Marjorie Allen, Samuel Mark Arsenault, Colette Beers, Kimberly Beers, Sarah Barbara Billard, Michaela Ann Burke, Caleb Buston, Troy Butler, Mackenzie Carter, Nahum Collicott, Jessica Connolly, Shannon Rebecca Cormier, Bria Elizabeth Davies, Alyssa Hope Dykeman, Kayla Rhea Fearon, Brian Elidio Ferreira, Ghislain Gaudin, Amanda C. Ho, Catherine Howitt, Brian Ingham, Sean Henry Inglis, Jessica Lynn Jewel Barr, Haley Ann Margaret Jones, Christine Dolores Lavoie, Colby Stewart Lawrence, Emily Lawrence, Cara Legier, Rachel Mary Leland, Emily Lonis, Ainsley Long, Marie Paula Lyons, Leighton Vincent McCabe, Daniel Jeffrey McGuire, Scott Miller, India Miller Bidwell, Claudette Ann Murray, Kayla Nichols, Jane Catherine Nickerson, Mariah Catherine Marie Olhauser, Julie Schofield Simar, Darby Smith, Kira Dawn Smith, Ashley Snyder, Kennedy Steves, Hannah Olivia Stiles, Nathan Kyle Stoll, Emily Grace Tardif, Mitchell Weber, Jillian Wilson, Jonathan Edward Woodman. Mr. Chancellor, it gives me great pleasure to present to you the individuals who have successfully completed the requirements for the degree Bachelor of Business Administration. Megan Eileen Atkinson, Patrick Goudreau, Rebecca Haas, Jared Lee Henry, Jordan Travis Henry, Emily Jacqueline Lawrence, Anne-Marie Juliette Martel, Sarah McQuarrie, Christine Payne, Kirkland Steves, Amy Elizabeth West, Emily Anna Maria Williams. Mr. Chancellor, it gives me great pleasure to present to you the individuals who have successfully completed the requirements for the degree Bachelor of Science. Emily Briggs, Jenna Marie McLeod, Henrietta Corker Naynor, Keegan Jonah Perry. Mr. Chancellor, it gives me great pleasure to present to you the individuals who have successfully completed the requirements for the degree Bachelor of Organizational Management. Jennifer Fraser, Krista Johnson. Mr. Chancellor, it gives me great pleasure to present to you the individuals who have successfully completed the requirements for the Certificate in Business. Alice Mutoni. Mr. Chancellor, it gives me great pleasure to present to you the individuals who have successfully completed the requirements for the ClayStone Certificate. Braden Boissonneau, Shiloh Hughes, Sean Henry Inglis, Colby Stewart Lawrence, Mariah Catherine Marie Olhauser, Matthew Ritchie. Mr. Chancellor, it gives me great pleasure to present to you the individuals who have successfully completed the requirements for the French Immersion Education Certificate. Nicole Doiron. Mr. Chancellor, it gives me great pleasure to present to you the individuals who have successfully completed the requirements for the Youth Leadership Certificate. Sarah Barbara Billard, Sean Henry Inglis, Daniel Jeffrey McGuire, Keegan Jonah Perry. Mr. Chancellor, I welcome you now to address the graduands and bestow their credentials.
These are unusual circumstances, and of course we're missing that moment on stage where it's all about you, where I can look you right in the eye and shake your hand and congratulate you on a job well done. On behalf of my wife, Faye, and myself, we also want to acknowledge the tremendous achievement that you have made, and we wish you all the very best as the future unfolds. And now, by the calling of our mission, and by the authority of provincial charter and of the Senate of the university, it is my great pleasure to admit you to the respective degrees, ranks, and titles of Master of Education, Master of Organizational Management, Bachelor of Education, Bachelor of Technical Education, Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Business Administration, Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Organizational Management, Certificate in Business, ClayStone Certificate, French Immersion Education Certificate, and Youth Leadership Certificate. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the graduates of the year 2021 of Crandall University. Congratulations.
Congratulations!
Congratulations! You did it!
We know this isn't the same as crossing the stage to receive your degree, but we hope you feel just as celebrated.
Earlier in this ceremony, we heard from a few of our faculty who gave their congratulations to our grads. Well, the line of faculty who wanted to say a special word to you was quite long, so we are happy to share with you some more messages.
Hey there, grad. Great to see you. We're really proud and pleased here at Crandall as to all that you've accomplished, and really just want to say congratulations to you. But you know, we're also pleased that you chose Crandall in the first place to be your learning community, not just as a recipient, but also as a contributor. The Lord bless you in that. Be proud of what you've achieved. But you know, we think all graduations and therefore grads are pretty special, but in my 40+ years, your graduation is as unique and as special as I've ever experienced. So again, be proud of what you've achieved, and we trust that anything you received or learned while you were here with us, you'll be able to use out into the future. Blessings.
Hello, everyone. Well, I know that things didn't turn out quite the way we had planned, but that shouldn't take away from your achievement one bit. Congratulations on earning your BBA. No small feat, given that you've endured not only a pandemic, but also strategic management class. As you launch out on your career, I want to give you a couple of sage words of advice. In the words of Master Yoda, remember what you have learned. Save you it can. But even more sage advice comes from the Proverbs. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and do not lean unto your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge Him, and He will direct your paths. Over the course of your studies, well, we've had a lot of time to consider the integration of faith and business, and I think that verse just about sums it up. God bless you, God guide you, God keep you in all that you do. Remember to stay in touch and don't be a stranger, because you'll always have a home here at Crandall.
Really excited to say congratulations to you, business students. As you walk this next journey in your life, know that we walk with you. We'll be praying for you, and we'll be keeping you in our thoughts as you are successful, as you go forward, and we really encourage you to come back and visit with us.
On behalf of the Science Faculty of Crandall University, I would like to congratulate the graduates. It has been an honor to share in your journey. May the Lord continue to reward your curiosity with knowledge and your knowledge with wisdom.
Congratulations, Organizational Management graduates. Dr. Russell and I would like to extend our best wishes to you on your graduation and your future plans. You've worked hard, you've sacrificed much, and you did it. Well done.
We keep on hearing this is unprecedented times. We know that the biggest constant is change itself, and that's been normal for centuries. I congratulate you on your academic achievements. We miss you already. We are looking forward to seeing you in the near future. Congratulations, and I wish you well in your next adventures.
As a faculty at the university, I'm excited to congratulate you on your success. I wish you all the best in your future careers, and I hope you've enjoyed the university and all the knowledge that you've taken here, you put it to good use in your careers and be as successful as you've been at the university. Good luck.
Hi everyone. As Dean of International Academic Programs and Dean of Remote Learning, it's my pleasure to congratulate all the students who have successfully completed the requirements of the Masters of Organizational Management degree from Crandall University. God bless and welcome to the Crandall alumni family.
Everything has a history, even your graduation. It's a history of support and struggle, curiosity and calling, community and faith. Congratulations on this milestone. I'm looking forward to reading the next chapter of your history.
Hello, graduates. On behalf of the Department of English, I just want to congratulate you and say God bless on behalf of Abram, Graham, and Jennifer and myself. And of course, we wouldn't be English professors if I didn't leave you with some text. Believe it or not, this is going to come from The Lord of the Rings, Bilbo's walking song as he heads to Rivendell. He says, or he sings, but I won't sing for you. The road goes ever on and down from the door where it begun. Now far ahead the road has gone, and I must follow if I can, pursuing it with eager feet until it joins some larger way, where many paths and errands meet. And whither then? I cannot say. Good luck, God bless, see you down the road.
Along with the faculty, the staff here at Crandall wanted to share how proud we all are of your accomplishments. Here are a few to say congratulations.
Hi everyone. First of all, thanks for coming to Crandall and choosing our university. And congratulations on all your success today. May God bless you with a prosperous future wherever that may lead you.
For the Registrar's Office team, this is one of our favorite days of the year. We met you the first time you registered for courses. Ever since then, we walked with you as you achieved your goals. We're proud of you and we're cheering for you. Happy Convocation Day and congratulations.
On behalf of the Department of Athletics, we'd like to congratulate you on this great achievement. For those of you who were part of the athletic department here at Crandall, we would like to thank you for your commitment and dedication to your team and to our department through the years. You have set the stage for those who come behind you, and we are excited for the days ahead. As you begin this new journey in your life, we wish you much success and happiness. Thanks again and congratulations.
Hi there, graduates. I want to congratulate you on reaching this achievement. It is so exciting. We at Crandall are thrilled for you. The message I have for you is that I'd like to encourage you to just live out of the overflow. You've been filled up in your time here at Crandall. You've learned and you've grown, and just let that overflow impact the world as you head out. Congratulations.
Graduates who lived on campus, you, quite literally, have made Crandall University your home for the past 4 years. It has been an honor to get to know you, to work among you, and to call you friends. We will watch with interest as God continues to use you and lead you in the years ahead as you make a kingdom impact for Him. Congratulations on this huge achievement.
We have heard from some of our faculty and our staff, and we also wanted to make room for a few messages from students representing this year's graduating class.
To my fellow grads of 2021, I'm so happy to stand before you and say congratulations to all of us. This last year has been so unconventional, but despite every complication we faced, we've been able to reach such an amazing milestone. So on behalf of the Student Senate, I want to say congratulations to all of us again on our achievement, as well as thank the Crandall staff and faculty for helping us make the best of the last 4 years here.
Hi, the final milestone has been achieved. Now it's time to spread your wings and fly high up in the sky. Many congratulations to you on becoming a proud graduate. Thank you.
To my fellow graduates, I would like to say congratulations. Not only have you achieved one of your great goals, but you've done it through a worldwide pandemic. You have a great deal to be proud of. With your degree, you have made a tremendous investment in your most valuable asset, yourself. So be proud. Applaud your accomplishments and congratulate yourselves. Job well done. Congratulations.
Well, that pretty much takes us to the end of our online convocation ceremony.
Sarah and I are grateful that we've had the opportunity to celebrate with you today.
As we close today's ceremony, we will return once again to our president, Dr. Bruce Fawcett, for some closing remarks.
Each year, it's my privilege to conclude Convocation by providing a few highlights from the academic year. But before I do that today, I'd like to say a few words of appreciation to our faculty and staff who've served so faithfully during a COVID year. After nearly a decade in this role, I've come to realize that it takes a big team to educate a student. Our faculty, for instance, are well published and very engaged in service both in our community and in their professional societies, and we appreciate that and admire that in them. But even though these things are important, what's more important to me is the mentoring that they provide to our students both in the classroom and outside of the classroom. Our faculty work very hard to prepare top-notch lectures and interesting classroom experiences, but they also strive to live exemplary lives and encourage our students with love and kindness, and I'm deeply grateful for each one. Similarly, I have great admiration for our staff, very hardworking, very dedicated to excellence, and their love for our students is regularly seen through an encouraging word and a voice of support. Faculty and staff, on behalf of our graduates and their families, I want to thank you, each one of you, for the positive influence that you've had on our graduates. Now, here are a few highlights that you may be interested in from the past year. On the enrollment side, we're celebrating that even during a pandemic, our enrollment continues to grow. And though we don't have final numbers from the year quite yet, we do know that with the addition of our spring numbers, we will have between 900 and 1,000 students who are studying to complete a degree at Crandall University. We're also very pleased that this year we were able to welcome students from 24 countries. On the faculty side, we continue to increase the size of our faculty to respond to our growing number of students. And this past year, we were able to welcome 4 new faculty members. In the education side, we welcome Dr. Kathleen Hillier, a seasoned school teacher with a PhD from Waterloo. For management, we've welcomed Dawn Moore. Dawn is a former CEO of the 3+ Economic Development Corporation here in Moncton and a very engaged local leader in our community. For history, we welcome Dr. Mark Lee. Mark is a recent DPhil graduate from Oxford and a research associate at Wolfson College at Oxford. In education, just last month, we welcomed Dr. J.F. He's an Australian with a PhD from Queensland who formerly taught at the University of Tasmania. In the coming months, we will welcome still more faculty members. This summer, to education, we will welcome Dr. Ty Campbell, a former teacher with a PhD from the University of Alabama. In psychology, we'll welcome Lucy Huang, a native of China who's completing a PhD at the University of New Brunswick. In religious studies, we'll welcome Dr. Isaac Soon, an Oxford grad with a PhD from Durham. In management, we'll welcome Wellington Souza, a native of Brazil who's completing his PhD at the University of Regina. And finally, in history and also serving as our new Dean of the Chapel, we will welcome Dr. Steve Watts, a worship leader with a PhD from the University of St. Andrews in Scotland. On the academic side, today we are pleased to congratulate our first graduates from our French Immersion Education Certificate, a program designed to equip our students to teach French immersion in our public school systems. The University Senate has also approved a new Bachelor of Arts major, a degree in kinesiology, and this will receive students starting in September. We are also pleased to announce the launch of a new Saturday-only Bachelor of Education program. The content of this degree will be exactly the same as the program that's offered Monday through Friday, but it will allow people to continue with their jobs during the week and on the weekends study to prepare to be a teacher. On the athletic front, though competition was limited this year due to COVID, we were pleased that by the end of the winter semester, basketball and volleyball exhibition games were being played, as well as indoor soccer games. This year, we were pleased that the university was able to launch its first e-sports team. And we celebrate with Sean Finnegan, who was named Canadian Armed Forces Male Athlete of the Year, and we celebrate that boxer Adrian Roach will later this month be competing at an Olympic qualifier event. I appreciate the leadership of our athletic director Jim Druard and his team during a very challenging year. On the donation front, As you may know, like 33% of the universities throughout the world and 27% of the universities in the United States, Crandall is a privately funded university. This means that we don't ask for money from the government to help us run the university. Instead, we depend upon the faithful gifts of thousands of supporters who believe in our students and believe in the mission of the university. Many of you who are watching right now perhaps have been supporters of the university for many, many years, and I'm grateful to you for your investment in the lives of our students. When these folks give, they allow us to not only increase the quality of the educational experience for our current students, but also invest in students who will come in future years. In conclusion, I want to personally thank you all for joining us for this spring convocation ceremony. And graduates, let me wish you all the best as you begin this next chapter in your life. As I mentioned earlier, it's been more than 30 years since I've graduated from Crandall University, and during those years I've sought to pray faithfully for the university, and my wife Penny and I have given financially to support the university and its impact upon students. So graduates, when life settles down and you look at your resources, I want to encourage you to consider investing in those who will follow in your footsteps. Similarly, I want to encourage you to look at family members and friends that you have and encourage them to follow in your footsteps by applying for admission to Crandall University. Graduates, we are so proud of you, and I pray that God will bless you as you leave Crandall transformed, ready to begin this next chapter in your life. Congratulations.
As we come to the conclusion of this convocation ceremony, let us close in prayer. Lord, in these moments of celebration, we are praising you for the gift of life and learning. We thank you for the special privilege it has been for us in this Crandall community to share life together over these years. I pray for each of the graduates as they move forward into this next stage of life, that you would guide and bless them and lead them by your Spirit. And now may the grace of the Lord Jesus Christ, the love of God the Father, and the fellowship of the Holy Spirit be with us all. Amen.